Welcome back. We are watching some more Higurashi, and honestly I'm not quite sure what to think. With characters going missing, twins going insane, such a nice meal going uneaten, just kept in the fridge all wrapped up, nothing quite makes sense. I guess it does in a way, just in complete despair. With character deaths being of the photographer and whatnot unavoidable at this point? What's going to happen now? Are we reaching the end of this little cycle? What's going to be in store for the next one? Is the secret of the warehouse going to be exposed at all? Was there something down there really that he shouldn't see, or just the idea of it existing in the first place? And he was such a naughty boy going down the steps. With the Shion-Mion mystery intertwined, the two girls being in and taking each other's places. Did they abduct Mion thinking it was Shion because she was the one that went down into the cellar thing? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to subject ourselves to more horrifying experiments, that is, watching some more. So get yourselves a drink, sit down nice and relaxed, because we're going to need it. That's probably for the best, considering everything that's going on. Are they going to be able to locate them, and if so, what state will anyone of them be in? It seems the secret is not so secret anymore. It's reached wider ears. Don't go sneaking into places you're not supposed to be. Compared to the previous story's version of her, that's fairly apt. Feel free. Back to the soy sauce, the meal that wasn't finished. So it is all connected, all brought together just by a condiment. In a matter of time of hardship, who else to appear other than that guy? He always seems to come into the catalyst of when something big just shifts. But with characters going missing, I don't know what to guess. I mean, there's obviously something in the background, some bits and pieces, some trivia that I won't be getting until, I don't know, 7, 8 more episodes from now. But things might click into place at some point. I think just with the idea of one twin possibly being the other, or at any point in any conversation, it's that in itself is going to make any sort of judgment and guesswork slightly difficult. So it's just a matter of what they introduce in the future for me to try and understand. And it all started from just sneaking into some shrine, some almost innocuous little excursion moment. Target is still inside. He was in the back. The radio was loud. Or did he? Did you hear it? If the police can't do anything without a warrant, or maybe there's a couple of people here who might be able to go in without it. I mean, without saying such words, yes. It would be on him. Then he would receive treatment. It does seem a little underhanded. Even if it is somewhat necessary. How long does it take to get a warrant? Do they have enough? No one responded. Do they have enough to actually obtain a warrant? Is he actually a police officer? Or is he moonlighting and he's actually just trying to make all the rituals and whatnot succeed? Quite a nice place. However, it was just a little bit of exploration, and the others around them just kind of egged him on to just go along with it. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. Morse with the sideways smirk. While being somewhat flippant and despondent, yes. And then they themselves have gathered enough evidence to at least push the matter a little. So, was it all an accident? So it kind of spiraled out of control. I mean, yeah, we otherwise she's been waiting and making for a while in advance. They succeeded! Congratulations. What's with the wrist position? Some may be unconnected, others maybe less so. Is she apologizing now? Oh, no, she's introducing herself. Okay. And I feel as though less is going to be obfuscated here. No. And what is there now the curse to deal with, and these demons and onis as well? Some ruffians. So what, that is the ability of this family and whatnot, the origins of the village and its inhabitants. To protect those within it. How does this connect to anything? Just using what, the family name and what the... Huh. Oh, so she's the one with the back. Okay. When was this, when was that given to her? Some. So if that is just the truth, unfiltered and everything, then we just had the open confession of what's going on. Well, there's no mention of Shion? Well, she was saying about descendants of demons and whatnot, and the part of the demon in the name, her speaking the third person. Well, maybe Mion didn't want to kill. Is this little laughter going to descend? No. Did it descend worse? I can't see an issue with that. You don't need to pat her down for any weapons or anything. Well, after hearing that story, I was directly involved in some of the deaths, and it's still slightly blush when he's, can I hold your arm? Doesn't take away from the fact of the other two, though. I mean, they were kind of friends for a while. There was a little back and forth in odd times, obviously. Let's see how steadfast that statement is when actually confronted with whatever is about to be shown off. I don't think the memory of the friend Mion is really indestructible. There it is again. Is this going to be just a extended version of the tool shed? And to continue on this lesson, down in this basement, maybe not so long ago. So is all the ones that just disappeared are the ones that came down here? Observation seats. Well, at least there's a show that gets performed in a well. Okay. There's quite a few open open cells here. You can understand her joy. A little bit of what just happened? Almost just materialized from thin air there, and oh, a big rock. Hmm. Yeah, this is why you don't go down in a big creepy basement. Also, a big rock, you'd be able to dodge out of the way from that. It's not exactly a fast weapon, even if he is in a state of shock. Not entirely. That's a lot of nails. Maybe if you can get the demon's name, you'll be able to send it back to hell or defeat it or whatever, I don't know. One. This triggering is. And you can see the crying, there's still something in there. The doll. So, just a. Is this a split personality? Oh, things didn't go my way kind of thing. Looks it. Still trying to be cool in this situation. Two things. And is he also going to say something for Mion herself? Then I'll just add another one. Yeah. Maybe you should have asked for about 8 things then. Just in case, have some built-in redundancy. Just the third. Well, what happens if, let's say, he was followed down here? We had a task force just burst in. So she's got to act fast. Was that the demon or Mion speaking there? Hmm. 2 stretches. What about the... where did she go then? Is there a way out? He knows about the well, at least, so... Boxes. Is he transferring? The one thing that they really didn't want. There's really not much left here. Don't think they can lead a normal life. Wasn't he told not to go near her? Because there would be the demon. Take at least two long steps back. Is this Mion losing the last remnants of herself? Yeah. At least the hospital is going to know him incredibly well. Everyone? I mean, she's celebrating a little early, but yeah, a stab to the gut is kind of bad. Ah. Outside. Oh. I see. Even though she made it out of the dungeon and whatnot. Found. Well, that's good. He's... There must have been one hell of a sight. As opposed to... That's an odd... Okay. That's a thing. Right, so... She went down the well as well. Either the demon itself... Okay, I don't know how the bird... Hang on, what? 24 hours? Does that mean they were already dead or something? Already dead? I think the guy doing the autopsy needs to updated qualifications. So, I don't think we'd be able to hide under the bed. So is this now the demon living rent free in his head? Him creating the attacks? Was he the one that pushed Shion out of the window? That stabbed himself? We saw the first one. He had conversations, and there were facial expressions that didn't quite actually happen in reality, or at least not how he perceived them. So is that more of the same here? Or is it just, there are walking corpses and demons running around? Trying to actually ascertain things in forms of reality and maybe mental illness is difficult. What is psychosomatic? What is reality? Well, we know that... hang on a second. With all the bodies being found down the well, this started with, head against the wall with a pointy object in between. We didn't get that scene. So was that just hinting at this eventuality? But the family with a history of doing this kind of stuff, it being burnt into their very essence. This is curious. when you've got like a torture room hidden underneath the Sonozaki family's estate, being told forthright that she was directly involved in some of the deaths, indirectly in others. How indirectly? Is there anyone else that is helping out? We were actually told throughout the times there are other families that are also doing it. Was that Mion talking? This demon thing? How much of that demon possessing the body was actually correct? Was the last act that she did to zap him out cold and jump down the well herself, try and protect everything that was left? And now that we're told that people's times of deaths don't match up with their actions and their alibis. Where were you on July 14th? Well, I was dead a week before, but I guess I was at my book club. Or maybe it's just a statement regarding the show itself, that considering we've seen multiple instances so far of characters meeting their demise, and some in a different manner just before. Maybe it is all confounding onto one lifetime. But the police really do seem inept. What kind of... Maybe they're just incredibly understaffed. They've got all these people as high notice, high importance in this case. We not have anyone watch over them and their actions, their whereabouts and movements. And maybe a rural town many years ago don't have these kind of actions in place. But the shrine, the family, the demon curse, well, the curse and then the demon blood or whatever, there's a lot of elements all being brought in together. We've got a nondescript kind of curse of the village, one that affected the dam and its proponents. Now it's just anyone that disagrees, essentially, is punished, taught, teached a lesson. In the case of an underground prison and a few nails. Now the big question is, all the bodies found down the well, there's the one that was relatively innocent in it, just happened to go along, so, oh, you're going around there for lunch, alright, well, I'll put these away and join you. And then, why was Rika, blue-haired girl, covered in scratches, mud, crying when he talked to her back then? That was out of nowhere. I'm guessing it'll be explained later on down the line in a new story. Maybe what was else going on in the background while we were investigating this side of it. How many spirits, curses, yokai, tales of old are all confined in this one small village? And why does he seem to be the epicenter of it all? Just incredibly unlucky. This is his own personal purgatory. Corpses walking. Constant death and dismemberment of everyone around you, including those that you care about. Could be. This is limbo. But still, interesting debacle aside, this town is going to take quite a bit to have any sort of normalcy. Every episode we essentially get a new stakes being raised. The whole citizenry rising up to fight back because of the Sonozaki family and their blood. Okay, is it going to be used in the future somehow? Maybe for good. Although what exactly is labelled as good in this story in this universe. Multiple shades of black. There is no grey here. Still have questions about the first iteration? The syringe they were trying to get him with, the tape on the back of the clock. Although I think someone said something. I've been trying to mostly avoid reading comments because just in case, some people might be a little overzealous in trying to explain some things before it's actually been explained, or helping me to get it when I haven't had it click myself. So yeah, but still, the tape behind the clock, various bits and pieces that have been laid out but not quite understood in my head. Is it there for future storylines to finally put things into place? Or is it for second watching and going, of course? I'd like to know, but that means watching more. So, if you enjoyed, if I did anything to entertain you, consider leaving a comment down below. If you like the video, maybe even leave a comment. It really does help. If you want to join onto my Discord, there may be a conversation or two over there. But most importantly, try and get yourself some rest. Hope to see you in the next one. Maybe not in some oubliette. Although, put a computer and internet down there wouldn't be the worst.